Hey guys, welcome back. I hope everyone had a great Christmas. My Christmas Eve specifically was pretty crazy, but that's a story for another time. So Joe Biden's nasty racism showed up once again very publicly, and really no one's talking about it. I guess this Zoom call happened, I want to say like 2 weeks ago, maybe a little more, and I didn't know what happened. I was on some conservatives' Instagram page and came across it, and I was like, why is no one talking about this? How did this man convince people, obviously not 80 million or however many of them want to say voted for him, but still a lot of people, how did he convince them he's not a racist? In very public situations, he still can never hold back his racist comments.
This country is doomed. It is doomed, not just because of African Americans, but because by 2040, this country is going to be minority white European. Hear me? Minority white European.
And he literally said America is doomed because white people will be the minority by 2040. Who the hell says that? Like, first of all, who thinks that? I just don't understand racism. I don't get why race matters so much to so many people. Either way, whether you're embracing it or discriminating, I don't know why it's so focused on. He said it to a bunch of people of color. I think that's what they're calling it these days. That's the right terminology. That's not offensive as of this moment. But he said it right to them. The audacity.
Another Republican on the House Judiciary Committee is demanding a special counsel for Hunter Biden. Arizona Congresswoman Debbie Lesko confirming with Fox News that she sent a letter to the Attorney General earlier this month calling for it. She says that's the only way to ensure a complete and thorough investigation.
So Debbie Lesko from Arizona requested earlier in the month that a special counsel be assigned to the Hunter Biden investigation, and she's basically pissed that it didn't happen, as am I, as are many people. No logical, rational, honest person could say that Biden's not going to shut that shit down or act like nothing's going on and it was, just this fake fucking thing from Republicans to try to bring down his son. Day by day, he continues to downplay China's legitimate threat to the United States. We're just in a friendly competition, as if we're playing a game of chess.
Hunter Biden is under multiple federal investigations involving overseas deals, and Fox News confirms he still owns a 10% stake in a Chinese private equity firm. So when Joe Biden says things like this today at a national security briefing, it raises questions.
As we compete with China, to hold China's government accountable for its trade abuses, technology, human rights, and other fronts, our position will be much stronger when we build coalitions of like-minded partners and allies.
Calling China a competitor and not an adversary raises questions as to whether or not Joe Biden is capable of addressing that threat.
As if they don't want to destroy America, take over America, own us, make us like them, make us basically be their bitch. And Biden wants to downplay that. This man, more than likely, is going to be our president in the next coming weeks. And I'm scared. I feel like if we lose Georgia, there's no coming back from this.
Let's remember, if Democrats do win these Senate seats, they control the House, they control the Senate, they control the White House then. Everything is on the line, Todd, here in Georgia.
Right.
I really hope that every Republican, conservative, independent does not vote Democrat in Georgia. If we lose Georgia, I think America is doomed. That's a legitimate dooming, not, white people being the minority. Biden is already prematurely blaming Trump for all the deaths that are going to happen into March. Again, this is the man who's going to be running our country. This is really the man who's going to be running our country.
People getting infected today don't show up in cases for weeks. And those who those who perish from the disease die weeks after initial exposure. So we have to anticipate that the infections over the holidays will produce soaring cases counts in January and soaring death tolls into February. Turning this around is going to take time. We might not see improvement until we're well into March.
So despite every single Democrat and doctor saying that it's basically impossible to have a vaccine by the end of this year, Trump made that happen, but now they're complaining that it's falling behind. How could something that wasn't projected to be done yet be falling behind?
The second thing to know is the Trump administration's plan to distribute vaccines is falling behind, far behind. We're grateful to the companies, the doctors, the scientists, the researchers, the clinical trial participants, and Operation Warp Speed for developing the vaccines quickly. But as I long feared and warned, the effort to distribute and administer the vaccine is not progressing as it should.
He said that the Biden-Harris administration is basically hell-bent on getting every single person vaccinated. I'd like to see you try to vaccinate me.
It would take ramping up 5 to 6 times the current pace to 1 million shots a day. But even with that improvement, even if we boost the speed of vaccinations to 1 million shots a day, it will still take months to have the majority of the United States population vaccinated.
On the CDC's own website, there are many results coming back from the first week or so, I believe it was, of vaccinations going out, and thousands upon thousands of people are now unable to complete their daily activities, their daily tasks, due to taking the vaccine. So hell no, I'm not getting it. Kamala Harris has to be just one of the most uncomfortable people to watch on live television.
Ready? I'm ready. That was easy. Thank you.
She's so forced, she's so fake, it's so uncomfortable to watch the phoniness just pour through her soul every time she gives a look or says a word. That laugh. Who the hell laughs right after getting a shot? You don't have to cry, but who the hell laughs? What kind of reaction is that? I also find it interesting that she's getting the vaccine right now during the Trump administration, because during the vice presidential debate, she said any vaccine that's okayed by the president and pushed by the president, she will not take.
The election. Should Americans take it, and would you take it?
If the public health professionals, if Dr. Fauci, if the doctors tell us that we should take it, I'll be the first in line to take it. Absolutely. But if Donald Trump tells us that we should take it, I'm not taking it.
The fact that you continue to undermine public confidence in a vaccine, if the vaccine emerges during the Trump administration, I think is unconscionable.
These people not realize they contradict themselves every time they speak. So today, the internet all ganged up on Mitch McConnell. And rightfully so. He's never been my favorite. I haven't hated him, but he's not my favorite person. And now he's on my shit list.
Leader McConnell must allow the Senate to vote on both pieces of legislation, the defense bill and the $2,000 checks, before we go home.
Is there objection to the modification?
Object.
Objection is heard.
And you heard the objection there to just voting on the $2,000.
Who was he to say that people don't deserve $2,000 after this long? Who are any of these people to vote no? Who are any of these people to try to fuck it up in any way? They're all getting paid. There are millions of people who haven't been, who had to cancel Christmas for their children, had to say that Santa Claus couldn't come this year, and they want to say, no, we're just going to stretch this out, play politics some more, might get it, you might not. I love how all of these people have a problem with giving American people money, but not other countries. On the plus side, Steve Mnuchin tweeted out that as soon as tonight, when I'm recording this, direct deposits could start going in for millions of people. Checks are going to be sent out this week. and there's a link where you can track your payment.
Economic impact payments. So what this means is essentially those $600 direct stimulus payments to those individuals around the country making less than $75,000 a year will be going out tonight. The Trump administration will begin sending those stimulus payments to millions of Americans as early as tonight. Mnuchin follows again in this tweet saying paper checks will begin to be mailed tomorrow. Later this week, you can check the status of your payment as irs.gov/getmypayments. So
everybody has heard about the Nashville Christmas bombing in front of the AT&T building, and I really don't have much to say about it. I think we'll probably never know the truth. We'll never know what really happened. Is this guy possibly a scapegoat, like, you know, similar to the Vegas shooting? I don't trust it, and if the government doesn't want us to know, or whoever was behind it doesn't want us to know, we'll probably never know. But I don't believe that this dude just wanted to warn everybody to get out just to blow up this place in himself. Very fucking weird. Alleged details about this guy are coming out, and they're kind of odd.
Business owners and residents finally able to survey the damage under FBI escort.
When you're looking at all this destruction, it's also kind of amazing that nobody was killed.
Investigators still aren't saying why Anthony Warner blew himself up in front of that AT&T building, but ABC News has learned that credit card information indicates Warner bought items that could potentially be precursor chemicals in building a bomb. Sources tell ABC News writings associated with Warner contain ramblings about multiple conspiracy theories. Warner may have been motivated, at least in part, by a paranoia over 5G cell technology and the conspiracy theory that shape-shifting reptilian creatures appear in human form and are bent on world domination.
It sucks for any businesses that, you know, have damage, but at least nobody else died that didn't need to die. As always, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm almost to 150, which I know isn't super high, but for me, that makes me feel, you know, kind of accomplished. So if you haven't subscribed but watch my videos, just do yourself a favor, do me a favor, and just subscribe. Just do it. I will see you guys next time. Bye.